Hello, wonderful car people. It's an homage to one of my favorite YouTube channels. If you know where that comes from, you're probably also a nerd. Not that there's anything wrong with it. So we're heading out to the helipad again. So if you guys haven't seen us out there before from previous videos, this is a surface that mimics the street and a really, really bad street. So it is kind of worst case scenario, really crappy, dirty, rocky asphalt. There's gonna be a race out there coming up here pretty soon, so we wanted to do some testing. If you also remember a while back, we created a weight bar, or we had Nick over at PTS Fab weld us up a weight bar that goes into the tow hitch.
Wow, that looks really good.
I know. And we haven't even gotten a chance to test it yet. So with this trailer, this trailer is kind of a pain in the butt to take out onto the street. It's not a trailer that we can, load and unload very quickly. So it's not something that we really want to be out on the street with. If the law enforcement shows up and wants us to get out of there real quick, I don't want to be sitting there trying to hassle with this while he's losing his patience. So this is going to be kind of our closest, this is our next best thing. For the first pass that I did, just to give you an idea of how these passes went for some context, because I didn't do a whole lot of commentary during the videos. Again, I was just kind of concentrating on getting the cars working, or getting the truck working right. The first pass was intentionally trying to induce some spin, both on the line and down road. And the reason why I wanted to do that was because I wanted to make sure that the weight was actually going to make a difference. So I put a tune-up in there that I knew would be too much, and then didn't make a single change on the second pass, was only adding the weight. Did that same exact pass, and yeah, you'll see big old difference. And so from that point on, I was just working with trying to put more power in there and get enough data to where I can change my timing retards to, hopefully cater a little bit better to that surface. Because, you have a range. If you have a really slow pass retard and, medium one and a fast one, and they're all meant for a better road or for a worse road, your range doesn't really apply. Like, you may only be using, one of those ever, when you should always, I always like to have a set of timing retards that are good for that road. So if the condition of that road changes, I can go, slow, medium, or fast. That means you have to have a bunch of different sets of timing retards and always changing them out. So it becomes kind of a pain in the butt, a little bit more maintenance. I don't think I have enough advanced tables to have that many variables. So I don't know, maybe one day I can figure out a way to combine them all cleverly enough. But yeah, I won't ramble on too much. You will notice there is no front end on the front of the truck. We checked it. The other thing that we wanted to come out and test is if the truck was even going to go straight. You'll be happy to know it does, but I still haven't gotten the front end on it yet because the new truck is still sitting right over there. So just haven't had the time to tear that one apart and cut up the front of Liam to get those old brackets off and then weld those on there. So just haven't gotten around to it, but it drives and I put some headlights on it. So I figure we race a little bit with no front end. It's not like we would be the first. We're just trying to play along with the Mustangs and the no front end deal. So anyway, yeah, let's get to the passes. first time that we actually used the weight, and I mean, obviously, everybody uses it, so we knew it was going to do something. Yep. We knew it was going to help, but I didn't think it was enough weight far enough back for it to make that big of a difference, but it was pretty huge. I didn't expect it to make a difference until probably around there, but even on the hit, it needed more. So I think the medium retard is probably still going to be the one to, you know, make sure it doesn't wrangle in too much. But if I look at the log and I start seeing the medium retard retarding like a shit ton, then I need to try to go to the fast one and see if it'll, you know, take that or create a new one. I might not have a, you know, a right in between, because the medium one the fast one is actually more for like a crappy track, and I don't think this is ever gonna like be similar to a crappy track. So we'll see, but that was encouraging. It did better than I thought it was gonna do, but the weight definitely did its job. Probably halfway through first, I just really started, you know, feeling it actually grip. Before, it was stepping in and it was creating more wheel speed, and I actually felt myself slow down a little bit. But on this one, as the power was coming in, the car just went faster. So that's what we wanted to do. Obviously, the more power that we're applying is actually, you know, hooking, as opposed to just creating more wheel speed. Up top, when the power came in, I mean, it took all of it. I think it hazed the tires a little bit. I'll have to take a look at the video, but not bad. Even with these radials, I know everybody says like the radials, they don't, because keep in mind, we're on a 275 6015, the Radial Pros. Out here, everybody says the slick is a must, but I think so far, what I've seen, the Radial acts exactly the same with wheel speed as the slicks do. So I don't see, if I could see a limit on the Radial, then I would start using a slick. But if I can do it on a Radial, then I would prefer to, because that's how the suspension is, you know, set up. If I can get an initial bite, which it did, like you can actually see it actually took the rubber with it. If it can get an initial bite, then the suspension works the way it's supposed to. It separates and, you know, hopefully applies the rest of the power.
Dirty road.
Yeah. Well, that's the road we're on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because that was slow.
Oh, you remembered to put your draggy on? You must be a pro.
I don't know about that.
I'm the noob over here, forgetting every damn time.
Most of the time I forget I have it.
dare he throw rocks at me.
That burnout was straight too.
Yeah.
Not bad for a fucking guess on a crash shaft curve.
He had to turn.
You guys put on it?
Yeah. No, they weren't down there anymore.
That has had the cookie crumble.
So definitely happy about the result there. Doing some tune changes, it got a lot better. I think it can feed even more power in up top. So I'm gonna take a look at the log on that one and see if it actually limited me a little bit too much, because I used my slowest timing retard on that one. And so if I was sitting there and I was just riding that line, I mean, I didn't get any uncontrolled spin or anything like that. So if it showed that it was just riding that line, then I'm gonna use the medium one and see if it'll take that wheel speed. I mean, I probably need like one more test pass, but there's rain coming in, so we're gonna go ahead and pack it up now. But yeah, overall, it was really good. Felt very controlled. It went straight, so we know that it's, you know, the whole truck isn't crooked or something after the wreck. And this is on the radials. They're old radials too. So if we do the race that's gonna be here, I think next weekend, probably put the fresh set on there, so hopefully it takes even more. Yeah, so I think I'll look at how much boost it actually came into. Second gear, I think I can actually ride this out all the way through in second gear. I was putting it into third because I'm just used to it spinning a little bit too much in second, so I just grabbed third to like kind of kill it down a little. I could probably, I know the weight back there, I can hook a lot more power, so I'll probably just let it eat in second gear all the way through and actually just use all of the RPM. If I feel like it's spinning a little bit, I'll grab third, but yeah, I don't think we need third. It's doing slow enough passes here to where we're not mile an houring at a point where I really even need third gear, so should be good. Well, thank you, sir. I'll just put it next to that yellow one. I'm probably just gonna toss it in the back of the truck. I mean the red one. Good outing. So anyway, like usual, like, share, subscribe, and share this video with a friend that you think might like it, whether they like Nissan trucks or trucks in general or just racing on really crappy surfaces. So yeah, we'll see you on the next one.